Yeah. Energy's here, you're not ready for the wham. Energy's war, I've never been glam. Energy's sure like bars will land, like a missile straight to the plan. Energy's more than everything, man. Energy's mad, don't mess with the ram. Certain things in life gotta overstand. That's disappointing, don't do this, man. With your energy, yeah, can't do this, man. Energy's here like a sizzling pan. 4 meetings already is urgent, fam. If the energy's right, we can do this, man. If the energy's right, we can do this, man. Energy, one. To the energy, one. For the energy, one. To the energy. 2 bars, flows too fast. 2 constellation and stars. 2 laughs, 2 hearts. Out of this world and straight off the Mars. Said 2 bars, flows too fast. 2 constellation and stars. 2 laughs, 2 hearts. Out of this world and straight off the Mars. When the energy's right, I follow the path. Gotta know yourself, there's no one to ask. No one to turn to, take off your mask. Don't worry, there's no test to pass. Just live, stop taking, just learn to give. Stop blaming them and learn to forgive. I'll carry on doing my thing. I'll carry on doing my thing till we turn into a myth. Energy, one. To the energy, one. For the energy, one. To the energy. The energy's right and we can do this, man. The energy's right and we can do this, fam. The energy's right and we can do this, man. The energy's right and we can do this.
Mic check, mic check. What is going on? Jesus Christ, this music is loud. Hold on.
Get a bussin'.
All right, cool. I think we good. Let me fix this Zoom. Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? All right, guys, give me 1 second. Trying to fix out my, jeez. Let me fix this Zoom. I don't know why is it down up here so much. Zoom. There we go. How the hell did this happen? All right, guys. So, don't want to see myself. I'm about to hide myself. All right, guys. So, yes, sir. All right, we live. I know I have not been on here because I've been trying to restructure everything on how I'm operating. But yeah, we are live, direct. Keep you guys updated on what is going on here with what I got going on in the community and also just in general. So for one, I am actually doing a literally like a small account. I decided to deposit $100 into this account just because this is what everybody wanted. I did this vote on actually Instagram only. So if you're not in my Instagram, make sure you follow the Instagram. That link is up top. And then other than that, yeah, that's pretty much really what's going on. A lot of trades that I'm doing, I do want to be live with it. So, you know, moving forward, I will be going a lot more live in the VIP, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. And the reason why is because your boy Mike 120 is actually doing his live streams as well on YouTube. So if any of you guys want to tune into that, you definitely can. And other than that, yeah, we're gonna get to see what we're gonna do with this account today. I think we're down on the account right now because of the fact we got into 2 trades. One was really actually one. It was a GU trade earlier, but god damn, this thing is dropping. Okay, that's crazy. Yo, 120, what you trading today?
I'm into looking at some buys on the US30 and hopefully I can buy this thing up on the NAS, but I'm just waiting on the NAS right now.
That's crazy. As mentioned yesterday.
I thought this news would do something. I don't know if it's delayed or what.
I miss all of this, man. This is kind of aggravating a little bit. Like, you know, when you got a setup ready
And
you just missed all of it.
That happened to me the other day.
Really?
I had a nice double bottom on the NASDAQ. I ended up getting in on a retracement, but I missed the best part.
That's crazy. I literally post this one in my community like, y'all get ready for this. And yeah, this is what I woke up to. So crazy. All right, let's see. Forex factor. Yeah, we got a lot going. We had a lot going on, but I don't want to say too much. We had a lot of CAD news too. I'm actually interested in the oil setup. Coming around my time, 8:30. I'm sorry, 8. Literally want to see what happens. All right, let's see. Yo, did you get a new mic? You got the S. Which mic did you get?
Got the what is this? Sure.
The sure. Is it
W7?
the?
What you call it? P7?
Let me see. Let me pull it to the screen a little more. I wonder if you got the Okay, yeah. Got you. Dope.
That's the what?
Yeah, that's the I forgot the. Jesus, I was just. It's a good one. I just can't remember the name. That's what's up. I see you got the boom too. That's dope.
Trying to step my game up, man.
Yeah, I see you stepped it up. That's dope. Is it USB hooked up to the mic, or you got it XLR?
USB? You
got
think
US
XLR be better though?
Nah, USB is perfect. For the setup you got right now, USB is perfect. I got XLR, but I do music too. I do the music recording with this mic sometimes. So
You could definitely tell the difference. But I didn't even know this mic could do all this stuff. It's crazy.
yeah, it's amazing what it could do. Cause what I got, this is the SB7, the 7.8, the 7B. So it's like that's like little brother, and this is like the big brother. But I should have got the little brother for my studio. But then I'm like, you know what? It's all good, cause I had got some other, like Samsung actually make microphones, which I really didn't know, and they sound pretty good. And the ones that I got in the studio now, they sound real good. I was surprised. I was like, okay, cause I was actually gonna get those right there. And then I've had this one for a minute. I had this one for a good minute.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference in sound quality for sure.
What you was using previously? You was just using like a
I
webcam
was
mic?
using like a I was using like a Yeti microphone.
Oh, okay.
I like this. I like the aesthetic, but when you see the difference, it's not comparable at all.
No, that's a fact. All right, guys. So, like I said, I'm currently waiting on an oil setup. That's literally where I'm at right now. And we shall see what happens. We shall see.
Yeah, man. I thought this news was gonna like kick in full volatility or something right away. It's delayed like a mother.
I want to drop a poll in here and see what y'all think. What is y'all favorite trading session? Is it New York, London, or Asia? I know you got Sydney, I think, but we're just gonna keep it to these three. What is your favorite trading session? We got Mike in the house. What is going on, brother?
Big Mike.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Nothing much. Chilling. I need everybody here to make sure y'all like the video. I need everybody here to go ahead and answer up to the poll. Yeah, I have not been live in a while. I feel like it's been a week. If I'm not mistaken, at least on YouTube, it's been a week. London all day. I love London, but I'm never up during London. London, you get all of the good moves on the major pairs too, especially like GU, GJ, gold for all my gold traders. For all my gold traders out there that loves to trade gold but never really make money off it.
I tried trading London last week, and boy, the next day I wasn't worth anything. I was so tired. So I guess I see you're looking at oil.
Yes, sir. I'm waiting on 8. So I like to enter around 8 to 9 o'clock my time. I haven't been in that oil rhythm in a while. Kind of want to get back into it.
Got a nice little break and retest on the US 30-minute 1 hour time frame. If this thing hold up, this would be a nice continuation of what we was doing yesterday. Especially if this thing break above the weekly highs, 33979.
Yeah, that's facts. Hold on, let me turn this down. There we go. Yeah, so all right, so with let me see. Oil, I do expect oil to, I want to see it drop, go up. However, that may not be the case at all. Just due to the fact, why do I have this alert here? Just due to the fact what market is doing at this moment. But regardless, I am interested in either direction. So that's definitely something to be aware of. Not only that, too, we have a lot of aggressive displacement going on from this low right here, as well as this high, which kind of told me liquidity phase in the making possibility. So, that's definitely true. Other than that, if we remain solid going down, this definitely could just be a sell overall, and that's pretty much really what it is. But I got my eyes open on this one. And then with GU, like I said, that one just took off. And unfortunately, I missed out on all of this. But this was something we did post in the community. I was saying earlier, let me see if I got the before photo. I don't know if I have it. There we go. Let's see, visit website. So I had mentioned this yesterday where I was like, guys, I do expect GU to drop. All it's doing right now is just pulling back to some of these imbalanced levels. And the reason why this was the case is simple, because on a higher scale, we've seen aggressive selling opportunities after it took out really the most recent high off of the hourly time frame and the 4 hour time frame, and then it just dropped tremendously. And then from here, I was waiting on that pullback, and that's exactly what we got. Came right back into this imbalance area right here, and then we just dropped. And that's literally what we was waiting on. So that imbalance was literally right here. And if I was up, or, if I had an alert or whatever, waited on it to break out aggressively and then pull back, which it did here, and then boom, that's the trade there. Yo, Sway, what's going on? You need to jump on the Zoom too, man. I know you took a pretty long break.
What the heck is going on with NAS, man? That thing's dropping like crazy. I guess the news.
That's probably what it was, because the news ain't affect really too much of anything. Not on YouTube. I'm not streaming. I'm not streaming on YouTube. I'm only streaming tomorrow in the community. Wednesdays and Fridays, I stream in the community. I was waiting for that GU pullback, but man, did it take so long? So I know, right? It's crazy, because this happened during London. Let me see. What ain't really happened? I don't know, man, because this just happened at a weird time for me. Would not be at the charts at this time anyway. It's all good though. We still got opportunity, just not as much opportunity as I want, but we still got opportunity. It's the beauty of scalping. You got a lot of opportunities. So we got like we had another retrace, which was market pulled, retrace back to this area. This would have been a nice setup right there. We got to see if we can get one off of this range right here. And if so, then boom. But my main focus is on oil right now. That's kind of where I'm at, y'all. I want to trade oil today and make a bag. Cause oil can get my account up quick. Get my
That one person on Discord, he or she, I think I forget the name. She's killing it on oil.
Yes, Winnie, she is going crazy on it. I see potential buys. Let me go on the higher. Let me remove the session. It's throwing me off a little bit. So with oil, I see potential buys, and I'm gonna explain why. So we're gonna just go from the 1 hour, and with the 1 hour, we have been breaking structure since the 12th. So we took the highs aggressively, right? Pulled back. We took the highs aggressively. We're somewhat pulling back now. So that is a sign that we are still breaking structure towards the upside. Actually, if we even move this further out, you see that this is really what we're talking about here. But we've been going up and going up and going up since. So this is why I am looking on oil to continue to come up to some of these levels here, which is roughly around 90. Ideally what I'm looking for. And then if we can if we can project that same map on a smaller scale, that's even better. So on a 1 hour, we know we're breaking structure towards the upside. I want to see that exact same play on a smaller scale, like the 15-minute, the 5-minute. And right now, it's kind of tough to say because we have been consolidating right now from these most recent highs. So it's kind of hard to determine that right now. Sheesh. Yo, what time do y'all go to sleep?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I think I was around 1:30, something like that.
That's crazy. I went to sleep around 2 o'clock. I remember I used to be that guy to say team no sleep, and then I realized how important sleep is.
Man, Naz is just...
For those that's in the that's watching this, make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you guys like the video. And keep speaking on this poll. Keep speaking on this poll. We don't have a lot of votes, but we got a lot of y'all watching, so we need to be active. We see New York is actually busting, and that obviously makes sense because we're trading New York session right now. So I suppose, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if the Nasdaq is heading towards those weekly levels we bounced off from earlier this week. That's what it looked like they're heading towards.
You talking about down around 14,970, something like that?
Yep, 14,980.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we definitely about to see that area, and it's a good thing because, like I said, we caught some solid buys off that area, so it's a good thing to me. As long as we don't break below, even if we break below, that's an interesting level for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be a bigger W, a double bottom pattern. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna play out to be something bigger.
I just hope oil don't consolidate today. All right, so let's see where GU can actually head up to before we continue to drop. We have imbalance here. I suppose this is pretty much the level of interest. It kind of sucks. This don't give me too much of a doesn't give me too much of a good position. I would prefer for market to come up here to about what we're looking at, about 1.21700. I just don't think that is going to actually happen. If anything, we might just fluctuate around here and actually start just seeing price drop again. Yo, 120. What is that one pair you say you usually? Oh, you're not even tapped in yet. Yo, 120. There's a pair you say you usually trade. It was like GU CAD or something like that, or GJ or something.
Euro British pound.
It was Euro British pound. I was looking at that. It looked super choppy, right? Or how do you trade? You scalp that, or you actually
Yeah, it is like spiky, so I use
That's
pending
definitely-
stops to like execute, like instead of like market execution,
Yeah.
because it's so choppy, like you said. So I kind of like the setups are clean, so I like it because of that reason. But yeah, I mainly use pending stops to execute.
Got you.
Yandel was beating this thing up too. I was like, okay, I see you.
That's what's up. With which one?
He was trading USD and then Euro pound. I think he
Euro
had some
pound.
sales on the Australian USD yesterday.
Shout out to Yandel. We actually have a I'm actually doing a podcast interview with him later today.
Oh, now I was about
Cool.
to ask, man. I can't wait till that drop.
Yeah. I'm gonna be recording. What time I got it today? It's not on my calendar. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Oh yeah, it is. Hold on. It's on my other calendar. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing at 1 p.m. Okay. I wanted to do it live, but I'm like, nah. But I cannot find any legit brokers to connect MT5. I need help. All right, so I'm a be 100% authentic with y'all, or transparent and honest. So even though you know I got my thing going on Ospreyfx, here's a few that I actually been piquing my interest in. One is actually Sway Markets. I know 120 knows about them. They are a regulated broker. And I see a lot. I see they're getting a lot of people tapped into it, especially on IG. I would say you could definitely tap into that, or if you really want to be 100% safe. Because the thing is, even though they're regulated, a lot of people don't notice. There's different regulated license you need to carry, right? You can be regulated in one country nobody heard of, and you can consider yourself regulated. That is true. But there is a regulated broker specifically for the States, and I think that's Wanda, something like that, and Forex.com. However, the spreads, the pricing, really this price is tremendously high compared to what you're used to with offshore brokers. Not only that, their leverage is set to like 130, 150. So you're very limited on the capital.
And you can't trade indices on I think Forex.com. You have to really I experimented around, but I haven't seen to where you could trade indices on Forex.com. So
Yeah, there you guys go. That's your answer right there. So I guess it just comes down to, it just really just comes down to history that you have with the broker. But obviously you're looking for a new broker. There's a lot out there that is actually good. There's a couple out there that's kind of like, yeah, you know. So and there goes that GU. That's the GU sale possibly right there. I give you my top three, and then I have Mike and 120 give their top three. My top three definitely has to be Osprey. I've been with them so long. I'm gonna give you another one. It's called Trader's Way. I remember I used to trade with them back in the day, and then the other I would throw Hanko Trade in there because the spreads is super low. Really, they're basically raw. And yeah, these are brokers I actually trade with. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of other brokers out there that's actually really good, but I never really personally traded with them. So that's my top three.
Nah, you definitely right, man. Like I've recently had some issues. And like you say, it's all about being transparent so people don't get burned either. But and I'm moving a little different too. And as y'all can see, earlier this year I went which way markets, for a few different reasons. And I didn't say it at first, but here it is. I have KOT4, which is cool. I haven't had any problems like with withdrawals and stuff, but it's another broker that I use that I don't want to really mention right now. And they're offshore. So it is true to a point where when you really start making good money, it is true to where they will give you a hard time getting your withdrawal. So I'm letting y'all know here now that that's legit. So just be careful, offshore, onshore. I've actually witnessed that myself for the first time in a long time, like trying to withdraw, 100,000 or something crazy. And these motherfuckers like, no, I can't have that. So that's the reason why you want to at least have some type of, like you say, onshore broker if you can, because, so many people have gotten done wrong,
Yeah. Mike, you got any top three?
Actually, the ones that I have an Osprey account. I haven't used it very much because I've been kind of messing around with so many, a lot of these challenges, for prop firm challenges. But yeah, I think Osprey. I mean, I see a lot of people with Hanko Trade, but now somebody just said about they don't like Hanko Trade on there because of withdrawals. But yeah, I mean, you just have to be careful. Just check reviews and stuff like that on them.
Yeah. So what are you just using Osprey right now as your main primary broker?
Yeah, I put some money in there not too long ago, and then I kind of started messing around with these I started messing around with these challenges, and it's kind of crazy is because I took so long. I think I didn't even touch the Osprey one for a couple of months, and then suddenly they started penalty like taking $10 out because I didn't trade for like 2 or 3 months or something like that. So I guess I got to get back in there and at least do one trade. Otherwise they kind of take my money from me.
Got you. Shoot, wrong spot.
All right, you know what? They asking, so I'm gonna tell them. I'm sorry to do this, but it's one broker. Like I say, they cool. They've been decent up to this point, but it's Hugo's way. Hugo's way is decent, but like I said, I'm just being transparent, man. Myself personally haven't been having some withdrawal. What you call it, withdrawal. I don't know how to chronicles. Crazy.
You know what? That's crazy saying. I seen somebody had screenshotted like they couldn't withdraw money from them.
Yeah, it's true, man. I don't know if they got some holes going on right now, but yeah, man, it's true, man. So hopefully they get that fixed.
That's crazy. Market price, Tony. So you saying, yeah, that's crazy. I was looking at who it was with earlier, but I was like, nah, it's a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, Hugo's way ain't nothing. They one of them white label brokers. They owned by one of these traders as well, so they white label, man.
Facts. All right. So it's about this time. Oil ain't doing too much. 30, 30, 30, 30. 30's been acting kind of funny since yesterday. Yo, Mike, you still trading funded account, right?
Yeah, I got a Funder Pro one I'm doing now. I just started a new one on Funder Pro, and actually, it's kind of like I'm basically using it to launch my YouTube. So,
Hey, we've been
Ooh,
waiting.
can't wait for that.
We've been waiting.
I can't. I'm certainly not going to match the quality of you guys, but I'll get there.
You know, one thing I realized is it's never really too much about the quality. It's about the execution in the video.
And the info you give.
Yeah. When I first started YouTube, my first YouTube videos, if any of y'all go to it, I was recording off my iPhone, literally. And my first video I did off of webcam. And then that one took off. And then from there it's just been history, just been recording off my iPhone for as long as I can remember. And then I switched over to an actual camera. Got like one of those little beginner set cameras that everybody get when they want to do their first like vlogging or like do their first whatever. It's the Canon M50 camera. Got that, and I was like, okay, cool. And then yeah, it's been good. So it's pretty dope. Yeah, we got Fabian in the building. What's going on?
What's going on, brother?
Chilling. You driving right now?
What happened?
Were you driving? Sounded like you was driving.
No, I'm just chilling.
That's what's up. I want to ask you, what's your top 3 brokers, Fabian?
Top 3 brokers. Honestly, probably, even though I know, people have been talking about Hugo's Way. I have seen a lot of issues, which it just kind of sounds like to me they're having a lot of liquidity issues, with not allowing people to withdraw, which that kind of discourages me a little bit. But me personally, I haven't had any issues, but I only choose them mainly because, at least when it comes to their spreads, I kind of know what to expect, versus some brokers will change their spreads dramatically, based off of what's going on in the market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, what are you going to expect if it's offshore? You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what we were just talking about. 120 was saying the same thing. Hugo's Way is kind of doing some fishy stuff. I seen a couple screenshots actually, where they wouldn't even get have anybody withdraw their money. So I was like, damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's been getting around, but I know this one probably isn't really preferred by too many people, but I also like Owanda.
We was just talking about that one too.
Really? Yeah, it's pretty decent. That was actually my first broker, and between me and you, I grab like all my withdrawals on Hugo's Way. I don't just throw it straight into my bank account just to use on whatever I got going on in my life, but I grab majority of that and I throw it into my Owanda account. I just have majority of my funds in Hugo's Way, and if how my thought process is, if you are going to withdraw a big amount, even on a regular bank here in the U.S., anyone in the States knows that anything over 10,000, red flag city.
Facts.
Unfortunately, it don't matter how much bread you make, you're going to have your eyes on you for, anything over 10,000 or at least when it hits 10,000, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it makes sense. I'm not a big fan of anything that has to do in the States, unfortunately, because we know it can be pricey. For one, we can't even trade all we want to. For two, unless this is actually something I wanted to bring to everybody's attention. I was told I should trade futures because I trade oil, and I was told this literally by 5 of my students. I have 5 of my students tell me this. Wendy was one. There's Kevin is another one, and Patrick's also another one. So it's like everybody's telling me I should trade futures because I trade oil. And I was like, well, why? Because they're like, well, it's not manipulated because once again, you guys, for those that don't know this, the brokers, the liquidity providers, they do have leverage to move the market too as well. But with futures, you have a better advantage when it comes to not getting manipulated like it is in the Forex community. And then also, not only that, you have a lot of flexibility when it comes to just honestly just really when it just comes to the commissions. Like the commissions is there, it stays there. Like a lot of Forex brokers, like we mentioned earlier, offshore brokers, they would tell you on the site is one thing, but in reality it's something else. With futures, when you see it on their site, that's what it is, you know. And it's a little different how you trade it. It's like you have to trade per contract. So whatever the contract, you know, let's say like the profits off the contract, that's what you would get. So it would basically be like per tick, which is almost the same as per pip in the Forex community. You just got to understand it in a way. But yeah, so I actually, believe it or not, I actually had signed up with Top Step, which is a prop firm for futures and stocks, and you can trade directly on TradingView. I also signed up for, I was signing up for Trade Vape, I think it was called, or something like that. I was having issues with them, so I went ahead and signed up for Trading Station, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. And yeah, I'm probably just going to be trading futures too, or at least on the oil side. So if anybody here that trades indices and that's like their gold mine, I do suggest y'all tap into the future side of it, because you have, when it comes to all that other stuff we just talked about, you have nothing to really worry about. So
yeah, let me know how Top Step goes, because I actually been hearing a lot of good stuff about it.
I got you. It's actually different. It's a little different than trading, because like trading Forex brokers, offshore brokers, because you have to, at least not with Top Step, but with TradeStation, I think it is, you have to pay for the live data, which is like $20 a month. So you have to pay for that. And then there's something else you have to pay for per month. But I was told it's real good though, overall. So
Oh, that's good to know.
FX Sway. What is that? What is FX Sway? Is that Sway Markets?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Guys, keep voting. I need everybody to keep voting. We have over 800 people, and we only have 70 or now 76 people voted. We got to get these votes up. Keep voting, y'all. Keep voting. Right now, 57% of y'all said New York session. London sessions, 34%. Asian session, 9%. Jesus. Oh, FX Sway is different than Sway Markets. You can't be doing that. Let me see. I'm about to name one called Sway FX then. Jesus. Are you sure? Because I don't see anything about FX Sway. Oh, it's because I put FX Swag. Jesus Christ. FX Sway. Oh, no, it is something different.
Got your shoes?
Interesting.
Got your shoes ready?
I mean, it is Sway Markets. Ain't this the same logo?
Yeah, they have. I think it's the same. You know how like certain LLCs or C corps has like subsidiaries of their company. I think that's what they're doing. I just think they have like a PAM account or something like that. You know.
Oh, okay.
It may be. Don't quote me, but it may be.
No, that makes sense.
Hey Fabian, that was a good video you dropped the other day.
I appreciate it, bud. I felt like, it wasn't really, I didn't really hop into liquidity too much, so I figured it'd probably be the best opportunity,
Absolutely. I mean, all of this stuff is basically based off liquidity, so you got to understand it.
That's true. Okay, we are moving with the oil. Oh wow, I just missed that setup. Oil is in like really, really, really tight consolidation.
Well, I got 8 minutes to market open, so
I'm trying to tell you guys, if you can really master oil, you can catch a lot of these little 101s right here, like these little petty 101s. Let's see. Like you can take it all the way to here. You just gotta have the broker, man. It's all about your broker. So I'm saying, guys, depending on who your broker is, you can take a lot of these trades, but it's all based on your broker and what they charge for commission or spreads or both, maybe both. By the way, guys, I just ordered a bunch of these pamphlets right here, which is my trading plan. I'm gonna be giving these away for free, so y'all know. I ordered like 50 of these, so moving forth on my live streams, if y'all want one, yeah, y'all can get one. It's gonna be two-sided. This one is one-sided, and it's gonna be updated. This one is a little outdated. And then what I want y'all to do is make sure you tape it on your desk. I don't know, whatever y'all gotta do, eliminate it, put it on your wall. But having this in front of your face is the most important thing ever. Literally. I mean. All right, so what we just tapped this slow right here. Let me see.
does oil move much when the market opens, or is it just kind of keep doing what it's doing?
It does what it does. Honestly, I feel like oil moves on its own because literally from 9 to 10 Eastern, that's when like you get the best movement ever for oil if you're scalping. But other than that, after that, it's kind of just like,
Yeah.
It's like that's the open window to probably get in 1 or 2 trades and try to make as much money as you can. So like, let's see. Time is 9:30. Okay, so this is at 9. Wait a minute. Can't remember if I have my Eastern time or not. New York. Okay. My broker is Osprey. I was also I was trading what's that other broker? Atoms. What is it called? Atoms, I think. I was trading them, but I didn't really like their back end. It just seemed too complicated. And I didn't like their withdrawal process either. So I was definitely testing other brokers to see if there's anything else out there. But Osprey, and then what's the other one? I mean, I never had issues with Hanko Trade, but I know there's a lot of y'all talking about you got issues with Hanko Trade. So, you know, I should say Osprey and KOT. I forgot about that. Yeah, KOT. And that's really it. Never put your eggs in one basket, too, guys. I feel like oil might be in another liquidity phase. So I would love to see it take these lows and they can take the highs out next. By the way, guys, if you want access to a prop firm, make sure you sign up with Funder Pro. You do get the 20% off if you use the link that is literally in the description. And then make sure you use the code SOLO20 to get 20% off. And then also they are doing a giveaway, which is the Abu Dhabi experience. So if anybody wants to experience that, go on their website. They literally have all the information on that. And I really believe you guys should get tapped in regardless, because the more you are interacting with Funder Pro, you get tickets for this. How it works is very simple. You sign up. You can use my link. You can get the discount code when you sign up. Make sure you talk to customer support and say, hey, I just signed up under Solo, or hey, I just purchased a challenge under Solo. Can I get some tickets? And then they'll put you in a raffle to get, you'll be able to meet the whole entire Funder Pro team. Solo, you know, I shall be there as well. And it was just going to be a dope experience. And then especially anybody here that's an influencer, this would be even better for you guys, because, you know, you can record all of this if you want to record it and just push it out. That would be dope. So definitely, guys, make sure you tune in, tap in with that. That link is in the description.
Yeah, they're doing it. Are they doing like a Formula 1 or Formula 2 race over there or something?
Yep.
That's cool.
Keep voting, guys. I need to see where we're at. We got 59% of y'all saying New York session only. I guess I should have asked, what do y'all trade in New York session? All right,
New
there
York's
goes.
open.
Yep, New York's open. I still see oil dropping, man. I mean 30. Oh yeah, I like London and New York overlaps too. That's the best too. When I'm up.
Yeah, 30's shooting up right now.
Oh shoot. I gotta decline this. Now it's still dropping. Sheesh. Now it's just on a freeze right now, just to drop and only drop. But let me analyze 30 on a higher scale to just get a higher perspective. So on a large scale, I'm looking for sales. You know, on a large scale, guys. Let me say that again. On a large scale, I'm looking for sales. So my idea is for it to break through this low aggressively. If it does, that's what I want to see. And then I want to see it pull and then drop. So I guess we're kind of in the urge of what could we expect for 30 really. Oh, yo, let's see what we got going on. We are booming to the upside, which is cool. Anybody in here is trading gold? Or did I scare all my gold traders out?
Yeah, I haven't touched gold for a while.
I be scaring myself with gold sometimes. I just be like, nah, it ain't for me. I be really trying, man. And when I try, I be like, yes, I got it. Then I get in one shitty ass trade. I'm just like, why did I do this?
It'll make
Like,
you humble.
why?
Looks like US30 is trying to grab all this liquidity to the left here.
I don't know, man. US30 is looking a little tricky for me right now. One moment I see it's up. One moment I see it's down on a higher scale. It kind of scares me.
Yeah, you're talking about that. I don't know if it was a week or two ago. What do you do whenever one time frame it looks like it's bullish, and the next time frame it's bearish, and it just keeps going back and forth? It's like, all right, which way are you trying to go?
True. The best setup, my best setup is when every time frame aligns, like the 4 hour, 15 minute, and the 5 minute.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know what's crazy, guys? I feel like a lot of people should actually should consider that, you know, because that could be a strategy right there, you know, or a rule where your 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, 5 minute, everything has to align. If it does, boom, you should be in the trade. But it doesn't necessarily mean that this is something you should set as rules. It's just a good added confluence is what I can say to make your life 20 times easier. Another thing I will say though is it is good to know that one time frame is doing one, another time frame is doing another. I'm gonna just give you guys a little brief description of what I mean. So let's say a 4 hour scale looks like this. You see it took this major low and then it took this high out and then it took this major low. All right. So on a 4 hour scale, basically you see it's going down. Now, when you jump on let's do 15 minute. On a 15-minute, you might see something like this, where market is doing this. It's going up. And you're like, okay, well, why the 15-minute is showing me uptrend, and why the hour is showing me a downtrend? Then you jump on a 1 minute and you see this. I am about to literally show you guys how to map this all out in a nutshell. So in reality, why you see the 15-minute going up, but the 4 hours actually showing major downtrend is simple. Let's just say at the moment, this is what's going on the 4 hour, right? Let's say on the 4 hour, we're getting a minor move to the upside. A lot of times, a lot of traders will say, hey, they're stuck on a 1 hour to the 15-minute. And they're like, hey, we're going up, we're breaking structure, I'm about to buy it, right? And a lot of times they're buying it to either a resistance or support level. But I always say, look at the 50% mark of the most recent range. The problem that a lot of traders have is they're focusing on the bigger picture, which is all of this. In reality, sometimes you just want to focus on just this. This is the most efficient, accurate, reliable trend at the moment to focus on. So on a 15-minute, yes, you see it's going up, but then why you jump on a 1 minute, you see it's going down? Well, because on a 1 minute, that is one of these two moves right here. And then on a 15-minute, it's either something like this. And then sometimes what is also tricky is on a 4 hour, you get your higher high or your higher low, right? You get your higher low or your lower low, right? Lower high, sorry, not higher low. Sorry, this is lower high. And then you get your lower low. And a lot of times when we break this lower high, everybody thinks market is now going to go all the way up to the moon. In reality, it's just reacting off of this range. So that being said, I'm sorry, y'all really can't see. I just noticed that. So that being said, man, we got a huge delay too. That being said, if you guys look closely, even though we took out this high right here, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going all the way up to the moon. We're just reacting off of the next previous range, which was this right here. And sometimes you'll notice market won't even go all the way up to your order block level, which is up here, or your demand level, which is up here, or your supply level, which is up here, because technically there's maybe some imbalance here, but this is usually 50% of this range. So there's something in here as far as structural strategies that we all are aware of. And that's what I'm getting at. So even though on a 15-minute scale, which is this one I circled, you will see this either here in this trend or even in this trend, but you notice that we broke this 4 hour high. That doesn't necessarily always mean we're going up. So I'm gonna give you a prime example because GU did this, and this is literally what I broke down yesterday. So yesterday, I was saying how GU was going to come to literally somewhere up here. And if it breaks this doesn't mean it's going up. A lot of traders will be like, oh yeah, we came all the way down to this major support level, major key level. We're now going to go all the way up. No. If we were to break this high, 9 times out of 10, we would have actually reacted off some imbalance from this range, which is, I know I'm my bad, y'all, which is literally this right here, but we did not, right? And I had said, we will know after we break this high. A lot of times we jump steps that we shouldn't jump. And this is why I tell traders, just wait until that move happens. I had a couple people ask me, yo, E, do you think it's going to come up here? I'm like, let's wait to see it break out of this high first. That's the problem I see a lot of traders having too, is we jump and look at the bigger picture and sometimes forget about the internal structure. Let me see. Hold on. My bad. So yeah. So that being said, that's pretty much what's going on. That's pretty much what's going on, right? So yeah, keep that in mind. That yeah, you got to pay attention to the internal structure before you just start jumping to conclusions. Never be that type of trader to be like, yeah, I want to trade it up to here, or I can see it coming up here before you got to look at this high first, right? You got to pay attention to that high, the internal high. So I'm like, look, On a higher scale, we're dropping on GU, right? We still have some levels that needs to get mitigated. A lot of this here, right? So that being said, at least in the moment, this is the range that I'm paying attention to. And we had a lot of imbalance, just a lot of liquidity all in here. And I'm like, all right, guys, market should pull back from here. If not, let's see what happens. If it breaks out, then it can come to maybe possibly some of these levels up here and then drop. And it did one or the other, but yes, that's basically where I'm getting at, guys. So that being said, oil finally broke structure, which is what I want to see. Now I'm waiting on a pullback, and we should be good. We should be good.
Another way to recognize those different time frame bulls or bears is if you have your EMA going, it's like one time frame price is above the EMA, and then you go to another time frame and it's below it, and you go another one that's above it. It's like,
Yeah. All right, so what was your question? So in the case of GU, it didn't break. What would you then be looking for? Sell. Like I said, sell. Even if it broke, even if it broke through this high, it doesn't mean I'm looking for a buy. It just means that it's going to come to some of these levels. And then two, let's say that it did break out of this high. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm about to go ahead and buy it to this imbalance, because that's still a high chance it might not even come all the way up there. You know, it's all about preparation. You know, you gotta just sometimes just be patient. You know, like I said, there'll be a lot of times where a lot of traders will come in a trade after it breaks out this high because they're eager to get into a trade. And sometimes you just want to prep yourself for that one trade. Like that's literally why I posted this in the community about GU, saying that, guys, preparation, the setup was literally, I had it like this. That was literally what I posted yesterday. And we were like right here yesterday. I was like, guys, this is the setup I'm looking for. If I see it, I'm in it. However, I'm not in it because I missed out on all of this. But as you see, why do I always mark up my charts like this? Because it's a very simple strategy where I look on a higher scale. I ask myself, have we been breaking structure going down or going up? Or have we been breaking structure at all? And if the answer is we've been breaking structure going down, perfect. Because I know on a smaller scale, when it's time to break through some internal low, it's going to drop. And that's exactly what it did here, right? It dropped. So if we go off a 4-hour scale and look at GU real quick, you will see that GU took this most recent low out here aggressively. So that told me once this pullback is done, it's over with. And that is exactly what had happened on a smaller scale. So jumping on a 15-minute scale, like I said, I already know we're dropping. So my thought process is, all right, there's two ranges I need to pay attention to. I'm not paying attention to this range right now because it's irrelevant. Why is it irrelevant? Because we never took this high out. The moment we decide to take this high out, that is when this range would be relevant to me. Right now, this is the most relevant range I am paying attention to because this is really what's happening in the moment. So that's why I'm like, guys, if market decides to continue to drop, I need it to form a most recent low, which is basically this low right here, break through that aggressively, and then pull back. And then here's the entry. Also, this was the other entry. And I'm looking for another entry right now. So that same strategy I apply in everything, especially in oil, especially in any other thing, pair, asset I decide to trade.
Hey, it looks like your bot just called out a buy on oil.
Really.
And it'd have been sweet to catch Nas early this morning.
Say that again.
It would have been sweet to catch Nas early this morning. It just. Ugh.
So you trading? Are
Crazy
you back
drop.
and forth for Nasdaq and oil or in 30?
Yeah, I kind of gave up on 30 a little bit. I'm trying to concentrate on Nas now. I shouldn't bounce around, but I bounce around. But yeah,
Makes sense.
I guess I just kind of look at see what one's doing, you know, in the morning and see which might be a better one to jump on. But I'm trying to learn Nas. Neil has Nas down to a T. So
That's what I'm saying, man. Once you can find that whatever it is, that rhythm,
yeah,
it's over with. And I think you probably just gotta find that too. Like once you find that, like really figure out like, yeah, this is it. I think that's when you're really gonna start seeing your profits. Like it's just no tomorrow.
yeah.
Cause even for me, bro, like it's crazy now that I'm realizing this is, I stepped away from oil and I've been all over the place with like gold, GU or Nasdaq, and the consistency hasn't really been as lucrative as it was with oil. Cause I don't know how many challenges we done already, but every challenge we have done, oil. I would profit very well off of that account. And now I'm trying to get back to the rhythm with oil because I lost my rhythm with oil. I definitely did. And I'm trying to get back to the rhythm. That's why I'm like, hold on. What time I used to trade oil? What time, so yeah. Because I remember I used to always know when we were in consolidation before the consolidation even started. We had the thing with the buy Friday, sell Sunday thing. That kind of like went left. But like I said, it was a pattern that I had with oil. It was a good relationship we had, and I just lost it. And now I got to get that rhythm back. And I feel like every trader should have their own rhythm with the pair. Because you would know, like Neil, he knows Nasdaq. I've even asked him some questions like, hey, what time you think is best for me to get in a, he's like, it should be around here. This is when. I'm like, that's good. And I feel like if you can actually do the same thing with your pair, then I feel like that might be your pair.
Oh, exactly. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. And like Nas, I mean, you've mentioned this a long time, but I'm really seeing it. But Nas, it doesn't do a major pullback when it's ranging. It does not do a major, or not ranging when it's trending. It does not do a major pullback. It'll do a little pullback and then it's gone.
Facts.
So yeah, so if you're catching, if you want to catch it to that 50%, the golden zone, sometimes it doesn't give it to you. So
Nah, that's facts.
Like right now, I'm waiting to see if it takes out this lower low. Like on the 1 hour, it's taken out 2 of them so far. I'm trying to see if it's going to take out the lowest one before it turns around, or what it's going to do. So you do need patience.
Patience is everything, man. But yeah, as I'm just speaking out loud and hearing you speak, it's just reminding me of how much I just need to stick with oil, or not really stick with oil, but just stick with that one asset that you have a rhythm with. Mine's is oil, so I'm gonna just say oil. It just reminds me of how much I should just stick with oil and just boom with this, because there's money to be made with oil, even though oil is the least favorite asset to trade. But if you know it, you can make money. And it's just like with any other asset, any other commodity, any other pair. If you know it, you can make a lot of money, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I think you were thinking oil was kind of changing on you, though.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
the setups
true.
weren't there.
Yeah, that was true. You know what? That is true. Yeah, I do remember now. There was a time, and that was actually in July, and that's when Neil stopped trading oil too because of that. It was all right here where none of my setups would actually happen, or it was just never coming to intuition, honestly, because of the fact of what market was doing, how the market conditions was at the time. But that's why I feel like it's also too important to have another backup, and just to have that backup, just because sometimes market conditions might not work in your strategies, or let's say your strategies doesn't work for market conditions for at that time, because guys, market conditions is basically really imbalanced market, an imbalanced market or a balanced market, base whatever. But at the end of the day, you want to have a backup, and I feel like as a trader, you will have a backup regardless.
Yeah.
You
It seemed
know,
like GU is kind of like, I don't know if I guess it'd be your backup now if you're going back to oil again, right?
yeah, yeah, I think yeah, but my problem is I don't really know. I have two backups, 30 and GU, but I haven't like really perfected GU yet. And then 30, I'm still like and with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't perfected it to the T yet. Like I haven't really found what time frame works best. Because I know for the 5 minute on oil is gold mine, for at least for my strategy. And then with US30, sometimes I'll piggy from the 15 minute, the 5 minute. Sometimes I go in the 2 minute. I was back testing the 2 minute. And I've been finding a lot of dope setups on the 2 minute. So I'm just like, fuck, I gotta figure this out. So I don't like being all over the place at all. I don't. So that's my only problem with GU and 30. I'm just trying to really figure out what time frame should I really be paying attention to. But I will say the 15 minute and the 2 minute has me very well. The 15 minute has me more because I can hold a trade longer, but then I don't like holding trades longer. But I'm more profitable when I was doing back testing. I'm more profitable when I hold a trade longer, but mentally I can't do that. And then on the 2 minute, I was making profits like no tomorrow, but the only problem with that is I was dealing with way more stress because of the volatility that happens. And by the way, guys, I don't use TradingView to backtest. I use something called FX Replay, which is like if you're realistically in the trade, it's a simulator tool, which is really cool. And the reason why I say I was putting stress is because I was watching these trades like if I was trading live on a 2 minute, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's going up, it's going up. Even though I don't like watching trades, but sometimes you piggyback and see. And then rather when I was on a 15 minute, it was just smooth selling. I'm just like, oh yeah, this is nothing. But it took a longer time. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at with US30 right now. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's my only problem. Once I figure it out, it's over with.
Yeah, the 1 and 2 minute definitely adds a level of stress when you're watching it bounce around. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
So you still do your multiple entries per trade to get TP1, TP2, or do you what do they call that when you move your stop loss up?
For say that again, for oil or 30?
Well, whichever. Whenever you do a trade, when you finally get in, do you still do 2 entries and then just run the one of them to your TP1 and then the other one to TP2, or do you do one trade and like follow the stop loss up or down?
Personal account, I just do one-on-ones. No lie.
So
I'm on
one
personal
trade 1-to-1.
Yeah, funded account.
Oh.
I'll do that whole 1 to 2, rolling my stops. But personal account 1-on-1.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying and I'm out. That's it. Funded account. I like to stay in a little longer. Okay, so if you guys pay close attention to what's going on with 30 right now, on a 1 hour scale, we're getting. I can't say that because it's still 20 minutes left, or was it 2 minutes left? Oh, 2 minutes left in the candle, but see, this is another problem too. A lot of times you see on the 30 minutes, you see that you will have your spike moves, or that was the 1 hour, the spike moves, but then on 30 minutes you see you have an aggressive break of structure. This is also part of your strategy. You got to just fine tune and know what time frames you should focus on, but it's also not true. That's also not true at all too, because if you are super advanced, you can figure out every time frame and just know, like, all right, you know what, 30-minute, I do see the aggressive break of structure, but the hourly, you see something completely different. 4 hour, you see something completely different. 5 minute, you see something completely different. As long as you really know the overall picture, which is down, you're set. And that is exactly what I'm basically getting at the end of the day. Is I'm about to sell 30. So we are going to sell US 30. Nah, give me a bit. Let me. And we got a lot of lows, but we have a lot of levels that we can target. I'm not gonna say lows. Let me just say levels. Stop loss. I'm gonna keep it high. Selling US 30. TP1. So TP1 is at 336.94.26. TP2 is at 33559.04. TP3 is at 33642.61. Stop loss, mother chucker. Stop loss, we're looking at 34023. That phone. All right, let's see what this 5 minute candle is going to do. It's going to confirm my entry. Kind of already got my entry confirmed. We broke through aggressively. We tapped into this imbalance, this order block, this POI. All right. What? Okay. Anyway, I cannot trade this. Unfortunately, I cannot trade US 30 on my personal, but I will trade this trade on my funded account. I do see it going up too before it goes down. But that's one thing about trading, guys. You just got to be willing to take risks. Before I get in this trade, let me make sure I'm doing the right lot size. Okay, 10 lots. Are we sure about this? Very sure about that. Okay. 10 lots. update on 100 account. It is at $64. So at $100. Oh, one other TP we're gonna also have is here. This is gonna be our trailing TP right here for all of my trailers. Yeah, we moving on up patiently.
Anybody paying attention to Naz, it may be starting the silver bullet strategy here.
Yes, the trade is executed. For a sale. I just know we're gonna get some major drops.
I just jumped on a Naz buy, so
Oh, okay.
let this baby run up.
Going crazy. You said what? True. I got in at 339. I hit TP with one position. I get that from you. Hey, there you go. They're running SL to break even. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. For those that don't understand the concept of compounding, it is where one of the strategies I like to utilize is kind of like what True just said right there. I like to get in a trade, let TP1 hit. Once TP1 hit, you can either move your stops to break even or move it to a little profit, just to satisfy yourself, a little profit, or at least to enough where you're covering that spread cost or that commission cost, and just let it ride from there. You know, regardless, you either gonna win. So it's nothing to it. You know, little profit or big profit.
Yeah, I do mine a little bit different. I guess the way you used to. I enter 2 entries, and let's say, for instance, I have one at my first entry at a lot size of 2, And in my second entry, I cut it in half and put a lot size of 1. And I let the bigger lot size go to the 1-to-1, which is, you know, if your strategy is right, it's kind of like a sure thing. And then the other one's the icing on the cake. You just run that up, you know,
Exactly.
So like I always say, the first entry is the cake, and the second entry is the icing.
Nah, hey, that's facts. That's facts. I love doing that too.
And Naz is doing good for me so far here.
Currently, our positions right now with this is really what it is. As you guys see, the spreads is just kind of crazy. Well, the spreads just changed, or did it not? Oh no, it just went up. It just went up. Okay. I can't trade this on my my $63 account, unfortunately. Actually, I could. I just gotta do it on the mini side. But let me see. I didn't even add that on here. Might actually do that. It's not too late to get in. US30 mini. This is what I'm saying, guys. Use Ospreyfx if you have not. You can get in with them. Whew. I'm trying to remember what lot size should I do. 0.9. It's got to be 0.5. Yeah, I can do the 10. Like that would be cool. Okay. Yo, what's popping? What's popping? Oh, hold on, guys. We might have something with oil. I gotta remind myself what was the projection on oil again. All right, let's see. So we've been taking the highs out. High here, aggressively. Yeah, we've been going up. This right here is our range. Definitely tapped into that POI. Really the 50% mark. It's kind of scary because I also see this as a liquidity phase, which scares me a little bit. So I'm gonna just stay on the 5-minute for this one.
Yeah, oil's just messing with you this morning, huh?
It is. It is.
Yeah, it almost looks like a liquidity phase there.
Because we have one here. That's what I'm like. Because
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like here went up first drop. So I'm like, well, are we going to react off of this? But then we also got this here. So it's kind of like, wait, are we going to act off this before we go up? I do see it going up, though. Hands down. I'm just trying to figure out when. That's the problem. But I guess candles will tell me. Actual price will tell me. So. I'm in the sell right now. I will always be in the sell, even if this drawdown looks scary to 90% of traders. Who is this calling me? Yeah. And another reason too, we got this large wick, so it is going to tap 50% of that. Could have even got in after it did that to get a better position, but it's cool. Can't be too perfect in the market.
Man, Naz did the and I keep talking about Naz because that's what I'm trading, but it did the silver bullet to the T right there. I got a 1-to-1 and a 2-to-1.
Nice. I don't know, Mike. You should focus on NASDAQ. Have you been focused on NASDAQ a lot lately?
Yeah, in the last I guess the last week or so. Well, probably more than that. Like I said, I've been bouncing around, but my bouncing around has always had included Naz. But now I'm kind of like settling down with Naz just because. I mean, I tried US30 and US30. It would spank me. I mean, I'd win, and then it would take it all back. It's like, okay, this is ridiculous. But it seems like Naz is a little more, you know, once you catch it running, it'll keep on going.
That's facts.
Plus, Neil kind of turned me on to Naz too because he was saying how much success he's had. But I mean, he always jumps on it in the London session, and I tried it the one time. I made a little bit, but man, I couldn't focus the next day because I got like 2 hours of sleep.
What time did you trade it? You said at like 3 a.m. or something?
Yeah, when the NAS opened, I jumped in and then I stayed up for a few hours, and then I had got back up again at like 7 to do New York. But that day I was dead.
Mm.
See, now I wish I should have trailed. See, I gotta start trailing my stops because NAS keeps going up. Ugh.
Yeah, I have broke down 30 already. We are going up though. GU is too. Oh, that's dope. I didn't think we was gonna go all the way up here. Caught me by surprise.
Are you in a
30
a
sell.
US30 sell or buy?
No, I'm in the sell.
Oh, okay.
I was looking a little longer term than the buy.
How's your what is that? Lux Algo going?
Good, man. I've been utilizing it a lot, honestly.
I've been paying a lot of attention to fair value gaps. I mean, I never really got that down to the detail of when to get in and what to look for before. But now that I'm kind of paying attention to it, it's like, man, there's actually something to this.
Yeah. It's pretty dope. Price said, I'm shy.
Hey, I just looked. You got over 700 people and 134 likes. So we gotta get these likes up.
Hey, like what Mike said, let's get these likes up. Jeez, US30 is growling for that buy. Jesus Christ. Guess that long-term sell might not be happening. Still nothing for oil. My primary was definitely oil. And if we're not moving anytime soon with oil, then it's oil is gonna be consolidating for the rest of the day for London, for this session at least. Kind of disappointed in that. Guys, like the video. Let's get these likes up, everybody. Let's get these likes up. What was that other one that I used to trade faithfully back in the day? I'm trying to remember. Was it
You were big on GJ.
Yeah, it was GJ. Was it GJ? Was it something else?
Yeah, I remember GJ for a while there.
It was GJ.
Yeah. Oh, someone just confirmed it, GJ.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I am still in this sell for sure. Definitely though, it's a very volatile candle. I know how 30 is too.
So how many how many accounts do you have between funded and like regular? You probably got a bunch.
Yeah, pretty much all over the place in a good way. I don't know, like I said, I don't like to. I got an account with Henkel. I got a couple accounts with Osprey. Funder Pro, obviously, Nova. Yeah.
Well, you're the poster child of diversify.
Yeah. He said my account can't handle them US30 pullbacks. I know. Over leveraging, mean over leveraging. That's what I'm saying. Get with US, not US, Osprey. And then when you have Osprey, you want to go ahead and get you a US30 mini. So look at this. I got $63 in this account right now, and I'm down $4, and I'm trading US30. How is that possible with the 0.05 lot? That's because it's a mini. So that is the beauty of why I love Osprey. You got your mini lots. If you still like to trade and you have no money in your account, then yeah. Is trading sideways a dumb idea? No. Guess it goes down to what you really mean by that. I do. Yeah, I actually just purchased the six account thing. All right, I think this is the buy that's coming for. Let me see.
I guess the sideways depends on how wide that range is. You know, you can run it up and run it back down, but that's tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, US 30. Sorry, oil definitely is going up. I can't trade US oil and on my Nova account. It's like those spreads is crazy.
Oh yeah, I did a US30 with that Nova account because I was waiting for the EA to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I did a US30 trade, and the commission was like, I don't know, it was kind of high.
I'm in oil, guys. Why is every time I call out oil, it moves up like 10 points to the TP? Jesus Christ, man. That's what I'm saying. This just be so stupid. All right, yeah, we're pulling back, so that's opportunity. Dang, GU is just taking so here. Oh, okay. Let me rewind myself back to what I was saying earlier for those that was actually tapped in the stream. For those that's not, some educational traits I'm gonna give out to y'all. So check this out. I mentioned before how you have to pay attention to the internal structure before you go all out into thinking that structure is going to come all the way up into imbalanced here or something like that, right? So if we go back on a 15-minute scale, we have a high. Our high is this here. If we was to break out of this high, that does not mean we're going up. That doesn't mean that this is now going to be a major uptrend at all. No. What this means is you have to pay attention to a different range. What is the previous range after this high? Before this high, which is basically this right here. So then we have to take this into consideration. Now, if we go on a hourly scale and we look at the hourly high, that will be this right here. Pretty much any high that you can see clearly. And I used to say this way back in the day, where if you were to if I were to go all the way back there, right? And I was to focus on the screen on the hourly scale, and I sit here and say, well, what high can I actually see that far out? 20 feet out. What high can you see? That is basically considered your hourly or major high. So if we take this high out, does this mean we're going up all the way? No, but you can trail your stops to hope that is accurate. But 9 times out of 10, it's just pulling back to the major structure, which is this whole thing right here, to go down. And that's what I see with 30 right now. I see 30 doing that exact same play, and that's why I'm in a sell, maybe not be, it might not be the best position, but this is why I'm in a sell, is because it's the exact same thing that's happening with 30. And that's why I'm selling 30, right? Even though y'all know I scalp and I look even into the structure, but like I said, I'm trying to figure out 30. Sometimes I like to look at the 15-minute and kind of get the bigger scale. I feel like with indices, it makes sense to trade with the bigger time frame or the overall picture, so you can really like make a lot of profit with less stress, I can say. But yeah, that's where I'm at. With oil, I'm cool with doing scalp moves with no problem. But other than that, yeah, that's what I was wanted to mention to y'all so y'all can understand structure and price. So your friend keeps trading sideways and he gains about two cents per trade. A little confused on what do you really mean by sideways? You mean like consolidating? Like what do we really mean by sideways? There's actually cool strategies that works when the market is in a sideways trend. The RSI is the best indicator in the stochastics. Those are the two best indicators when the market is trending sideways. For those that trade oversold, overbought, when the market is sideways, RSI is the best. And I'll probably say stochastics more so than the RSI because stochastics is a lot faster. I'm about to prove it to y'all real quick. Let me just educate y'all on something else real quick. I used to do this too back in the day. I was doing a lot because what I was trying to do is just figure things out. As a trader, I was just trying to figure things out. I taught myself majority of the times. Really, I taught myself, honestly. So I was just trying to really figure things out. But I noticed when the market is sideways, see, maybe 30-minute, we can get a better reaction. I had the coldest stochastic settings. I can't remember. Let's see. There was like 90 and 10. Something like that. But I will always sell it when it was oversold or overbought. That's only if I knew it was in consolidation. And I had the moving averages. I had like 2 or 3 moving averages to help me out. So every time I see all the moving averages colliding together like this, that's when I'm like, all right, yeah, we got to be consolidating. That's when I'll be like, all right, oversold, overbought, boom. So many cool strategies out there. The problem is we just got to figure it out. What works for you, what works for your style, and all that stuff. I just realized I don't have a stop loss on my oil trade, which is not really here at all. Mike, you still in the NASDAQ?
No, unfortunately, I got out. No, it's one of those. It's one of those. You're happy and sad at the same time. I had a TP 1-to-1, and then I won a 2-to-1. I should have been trailing the stop loss because it took off. But hey,
made money. That's how it matters.
Made
right?
money. So far, I started the challenge yesterday, and I haven't, knock on wood, seriously knocking on wood, haven't had a loss yet. So
it's good.
I'm trying to stick with that same strategy just to see if it works on a challenge. Anybody else get in NAS? I don't know if anyone else got in NAS or not. But yeah, I'm kind of confused about that. Maybe he made 2 cents per trade trading sideways. It doesn't make sense to me. Unless he got into the trade like when it was in the middle of the range and kept, I don't know. Oh, how did your news thing go? Remember you did, was that last week or the week before last? Yeah, there's news people coming.
Yeah, NBC News. Yep, they came out.
How'd that work out? Pretty good.
Yeah, it was actually real dope.
Nice.
It's real dope. came out. They did a interview with Bernie Mac's daughter there. You know, talked about us in general too, which was really dope. It was a real dope experience. Real genuine people.
That's cool.
I'm still in the 30 cell. Dang, the Ghost GU is booming.
Profit 2,500 on NAS. Good job.
Dope. If you can't hold it, don't trade it.
Well, somebody re-entered on 30. Now you're in a better position, I guess, for the sell. Well, depending on when he re-entered. It's dropping now.
Yep, there goes TP1 about to smash on oil. I did get in oil, but I got in a super small lot. As y'all see my account, I have no money in this account. I'm doing $100 challenge right now. Oh Jesus, that's a lot. I'm doing $100 challenge right now on my account. We're down $63. Well, we're at $63, sorry. So I'm just taking my time trying to get my money back that I lost. Which was a trade that I should not have took earlier.
Never give up.
Facts. Man, it's crazy story, but y'all probably won't believe me. But this is a real, honest, the guy, everything, like, put everything on it. Like, seriously, I had an account. It was like, I put like 15, 16, 1700 in there. Got it to like $5,000. And then I literally blew everything. And that account was literally sitting at like $15 to $23, somewhere around there. And I was literally about to just say, fuck this account, leave it alone. But I'm like, you know what, let me try something. And I actually just started taking super small trades. Like, these were 0.01 trades. And I'm like, this is about to take forever. But I kid you not, I did not get the account to 1,000, but I did get that account to $500. And I was like, holy shit. Like
Nice.
$15 to $23 to $500. That just changed my perspective of trading. And from there, that's why I'm like, yeah, $100 is nothing. If you can do $100 to 1,000, if anybody did $1,000 to 10,000, just think it like that. That's how I think. Like, the moment I get this $100 to $1,000, I already know what I did with $1,000. I did it to 10,000 a lot of times, a couple of times on live, probably twice. But it's just like, yo, this is crazy because I'm thinking out of the box in a way where I'm like, look, if I was able to do 1,000 to 10,000, I just have to get my $100 to $1,000 and boom. Or I got to get my $15 to $100, then boom. That's how I think. So if you guys did an $80 flip to 1,200, like you said, once you get it to 1,200, ask yourself, had you ever did 1,200 to whatever? And if not, just look at the margins that you did from 80 to 1,200. That's good margins right there. You know, so I say all the time, it's not about how much money you have in your account. I mean, you can, if you turn $100 to $1,000, that is the exact same of turning $100,000 to what? What is it? Mike, what is that number?
Millions.
A million, right? Yeah. So think about it. It's a mind thing that we were playing with ourselves. It's kind of like, I tell Mike, hey, Mike, I'm about to give you $100 account. But let's say that also had copied every trade. Like, let's say I'm giving you $100 account, but in reality, I'm also giving you a live funded account, right? So let's say that you don't know anything about your live funded account, but you know everything about that $100 account. Let's say you took that $100 to $1,000, and I'd be like, guess what, Mike, you're a millionaire.
Yep.
It's a mind thing.
All right, let's do that.
No, that would be actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean, whether you have $100 in there, or $1,000 or 10,000, it's still the same trades. It's just, your lot sizes are different, and you just got to keep the same risk reward or the risk management. You'll be good to go. I
Yeah.
mean, you can lose that $100 just as much as you can lose $1,000 too. So you just gotta, it's the same. You're doing the same thing, just different numbers.
Facts. That's all facts. Like it's a mind game that we play with ourselves all the time.
Yeah, like on this NAS thing, on this new funded challenge I'm doing, I'm kind of doing extra small lot sizes. Like for instance, that 1-to-1, 2-to-1, I only made like $100, but I'm only gonna make 2,500 to beat it. But once I get the strategy figured out that, oh, okay, I'm really, really confident, then that's when I'll start upping it up. You know what I mean? But for now, I'm just kind of dipping my toe in the pool with smaller lot sizes. And then once if this week, or actually maybe these 3 days, if it keeps doing the same thing, then I'll up it. But obviously I'm going to keep the risk management intact. But yeah, I mean that's the whole thing is risk management. I never really thought about it until you start blowing accounts.
You can say that again. You can say that again.
And what you say all the time too is you can demo yourself and be the greatest trader in the world on a demo. Once you go live, it's a whole different ball game. It's like going from little leagues to major leagues.
Yeah.
Because now you got some skin in the game.
Another thing I didn't really realize too back then is demo accounts. You really have no slippage. You have none of that. You just have smooth selling. But with a live server, depending on who you're going with, there's a bunch of that manipulation slippage happening at the same time too. Somebody said you insurance adjuster. What?
Yeah, actually, I am your insurance adjuster, and I think you have a payment due. Send it in, man.
Yeah, like you said, that's the thing about the demo account, man. You can be the god in that, you can be the holy grail in that, but the moment you go live, it's a different type of beast you're playing with. You got two things to worry about: your emotional side and the let me say mechanical side of things, which is like the broker, the liquidity provider playing with your money a little bit.
Yeah, demos just test strategies. Live test your emotions. I should put that on a t-shirt.
You should actually. I think you need to stop saying it right now before somebody else do it.
Okay, let's rewind.
I really like that. I would buy one, Mike. I would buy one off you if you do that. For real. I like that. You got to be careful what you say on here for somebody steals your idea like they stole one of my strategies. I'm not down.
Yeah, that's pretty whack to do that. Steal one of your strategies. Like, was it the liquidity one?
It was a 3-man standing in the liquidity.
Oh, 3-man standing. Jeez.
I gave it for free, but I guess he charged.
Wow. I don't know. I like to sleep at night, so I don't need to worry about messing people up. Man, that's just one. Ugh. I have kicking myself. Oh well, like I said, it's good and it's bad. I learned something. Start freaking trailing my stop losses instead of getting out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think you're good with the 1-on-1. Just, get in 2 trades, just do 1-on-1 and just really try to make that second one a runner.
Yeah. No. I agree. It's one of those. I mean, again, the emotion thing. It's like, oh man, get that. It's not even a fear. I don't even know it's a fear of. Not a fear of missing out. It's a fear of why didn't I stay in? You know what I mean? But you can't think about it. You figure take your win and move on to the next day. But
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I watched some of a couple of Mike's, Mr. 120's live streams. He's pretty good too. Get some win trades.
Yes, sir. I see he I don't know if I was in one of them, but not in one of them, but watching it. I can't remember. It was one trade he got in that I thought was really dope.
Yeah,
Speaking
he's
of
big
mine, I
with
gotta
support and
have him.
resistance. It looks like.
Yeah, I gotta hit him up because he might be coming. I'm gonna have him. Need him to come to the space. Let's see. I'm gonna talk to him after this.
How far out? Excuse me. How far out is your trading room? Is it still
30
close
minutes.
to being done?
Oh,
The big trading room you have at your studio.
so we came into some problems, man. That upstairs has so it's like there's another warehouse next door, and sometimes the smell leaks over to our upstairs mainly, and we have to cover that up first. So it's like they I think he has like an electrician company or something like that, and he does other things in there. And when you go upstairs, you would like smell gas or smell like the exhausting pipes or something gas. And I'm just like, yo, we can't operate up here like that. So we're trying to figure out a solution to get that out as much as we can because it's coming from the other building, you know.
It sounds like you need some kind of big exhaust fan or something.
Yeah, that's the problem. We're trying to figure out what options we can do, how we can go about it. So that's really what's stopping that right now. Which kind of sucks. Yeah. But it gives me time to focus on, other projects in there. So
Yeah.
waiting on TP2 to smash. That's really where the money's gonna be made on oil. TP2. What is 30 doing? I see red. Oh nope, blue. Lied. Yes, 30 is playing. Oh, Mike, you must have got in at the super low. Jesus, I'm looking at NASDAQ now.
Oh yeah, right when it hit the bottom, right there's where I got in.
Nice.
Because there was 3 lows that I was looking at, and it took out the first one, it took out the second one, and then it did a market shift, and that was that whole silver bullet thing.
Did you get in a 1 minute time frame?
Yeah, I did the market shift on a 1 minute time frame. Jumped in. There was like 0 drawdown at all. It just started taking off. I'm like, ooh, nice. But now I'll know for tomorrow if it does the same thing to, ride that stop loss. But no, I'm happy. I mean, last 2 days. Well, actually, yesterday, I take that back. Yesterday, it took out the high, and I was waiting for it to do a market shift, but it didn't, and it just kept on going. So then at that time, I just kind of played the trend and rode it up a little bit, took profits there. But so it all depends on what it does when it takes out a high or a low. If it doesn't do market shift, it's especially with NAS. If it doesn't do a market shift, it's going to keep on going. But if it does, then it goes up the other way, which what it did today. So it did 2 completely different things between yesterday and today. It's crazy.
That's good.
But
yeah, that was one thing about me. That's why I could never got custom with the NASDAQ, because I was always trying to figure out why the hell there was never a pullback happening. I was always waiting on the trade 2 months in, 3 weeks in, never occurred because there's never any drawdown. So yeah, when I trade NASDAQ, I honestly have to trade it completely different. And that's why I can't trade NASDAQ, because when I trade that completely different than anything else, I'll get into oil having the same mental or the mindset of how NASDAQ moves. You know what I'm saying? So it just throw me off. That's why I cannot trade NASDAQ. Or at least have it in my bundle, because it's completely same thing with gold. I'm starting to realize it's just 2 completely different conditions based off of what I like or what I'm used to trading.
yeah. If you're used to a big pullback to the, if you use the fibs, your big pullback to the golden levels, and then you try to trade that on a pair that doesn't do it, you'll just sit there and watch that train drive away without you all day long.
Exactly.
Because the pullback never happens, or at least not enough.
Because that's the thing. Because with NASDAQ, I can definitely catch moves, but the moves I would have to catch would be breakouts. Like that's what I came to the conclusion of. It just has to be a breakout, like a liquidity, sweep, grab, breakout, boom, and then boom, in it like that. But I gotta be in it like that. Me, I'm like, you know what? I can wait on that because I know it's gonna happen. But with Nasdaq, I'm gonna say like 78% of the time it's like this, and then it's just up, and it's like this, then it's just up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very little pullback.
It's like when I get it, and it'd be funny too, because when I actually catch it here, it'll actually drop further down, like the move I've been waiting. I'm just like, what the hell? I'm like, oh, so y'all just know when I'm in a trade, huh?
I swear to God, how many times I say somebody's looking at my window and see what I'm doing.
But no, on a serious note, I think it just falls down to the way I go about looking at it mentally, because I'm just so accustomed to like 30 and accustomed to like oil actually pulling back. That's why I would prefer to trade 30 than Nasdaq, because we get this, as you guys see, we're getting this rejection, a lot of rejection, but that's the pullback that I need to see. That's the pullback that I want.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm in the Chicago area.
CAD to JPY. I think you're the first person I ever heard trade that. Potential short.
If anybody in the Chicago area, by the way, want to link up, hey, hit me up. Hit me up on IG right here. The Real Solo E. Come through my space. We can chill.
It's kind of funny. About a couple weeks ago, my wife said we should go to visit Chicago sometime, just out of the blue. Like, we should go visit Chicago sometime, because we were there a few years ago and we were on the Navy Pier, which is kind of cool. I literally had Chicago pizza in Chicago. It's unbelievable. But yeah,
what pizza you get?
You mean like whose pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have no idea. It was in the Navy Pier. It was a restaurant. It wasn't like, a little stand you walk up to or nothing like that. It was an actual sit down restaurant. It was busy as heck. And us being so stupid, it was my son and my wife and I. We ordered like all these appetizers first, and then when the pizza came, it was like, oh my God, we're so stuffed. But yeah, it was like truly it was a deep dish Chicago pizza. I was like,
if you had deep dish, I'm pretty sure you probably had Jesus, there's so many pieces of spice here. I'm trying to remember which one it is. We got it right here. Giordano's. You probably had Giordano's.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be Giordano's. Everybody comes to Giordano's when they come to I literally have one right by my house, so I got tired of it. It's literally like 10 minutes from my house right now. I just got tired of it, so I'm just like, Giordano's. I'm tired of it. But yeah, it has to be Giordano's if you have that 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, I don't think they'll DoorDash all the way down to Nashville.
Was it in you said you ate at inside the Navy Pier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had Giordano's. I
got a hilarious story about this if you have a second. So on the Navy Pier, it's a tourist thing, I guess. So we went on one of those boat rides, like the big speedboat holds like, I don't know, 20, 30 people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So my wife bought the hoodie sweatshirt or whatever. So it was in like the store's bag. So before the boat takes off, everybody's sitting there. We're in a front seat, and the captain or crew or somebody is giving us this whole safety check, and you got to do this, you got to do that. And the very last thing she says is, whatever you do not throw any garbage in the I guess it's Lake Erie or whatever. He says, do not throw any garbage in the lake, because we're trying to keep everything clean, and they will fine you like big time. You'll get a big time fine. And everyone's like, okay. As soon as we take off, my son or wife, I can't remember which way it was, hands the bag with the sweatshirt to the other one, and the bag just blew out of the boat and flew up in the air, when it went over top of all the people behind us and right into the lake.
Damn.
And I'm like, are you serious right now? She literally just said, do not let anything. I mean, and the girl just like shook her head like, what an idiot. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But so yeah, so there's a bag floating around.
That's crazy.
It's funny now. It wasn't funny at the time. I'm like, okay, here, now I'm gonna get the freaking police coming after us,
Right. No, that's crazy actually.
Yeah. But and here's an interesting thing that I learned. You know how it's always called the Windy City? Does anyone know why it's called the Windy City?
You know what? Somebody actually told me this story, and it's not because of the wind. I don't think it was because of something else.
Yeah, it's not the wind, which I always thought it was, because it was pretty windy on that Navy Pier. See if somebody knows the answer.
That's funny. I feel like all tourists knows the answer, but actually people that lives in Chicago don't know the answer. Politics, it's pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was the hot air that all the politicians. That's funny. Oh, that's like in Nashville. I mean, I've been here for almost 10 years now. People, people come down to visit, and they'll find places and things to look at that I never knew was here. I was like, where were you? What tourist place was that?
That's true.
It's Lake Michigan. I knew it was one of those ones up there.
Yeah, we got Lake Michigan. It's okay, I guess. I prefer actual ocean, not a lake.
Yeah, I'm not a big beach person, but I like the beach like at night. I like walking the beach at night, you know.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what city or state do you guys want to move to, or even like not even that, but like if you were able to move to a certain state or city, what state or city would that be? Mike, do you have one? Or are you cool with where you at?
I mean, I was cool with Nashville a while ago, but it is getting so freaking crowded here. I mean, every time you turn around, you're putting a whole new plan, a whole new apartment. I mean, the traffic is just getting worse and worse. But I mean, I wouldn't want to be anywhere like Florida. Tornadoes are bad enough. I don't feel like dealing with hurricanes too. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'd want a coastal area or somewhere where, I mean, our weather here isn't too bad. I mean, the winter is only a couple months and doesn't last that long, but maybe stay in Tennessee, but maybe more of like in the mountains. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
not a big city like Nashville or anything like that.
Yeah, I feel
I mean,
you.
one interesting thing about Tennessee, unlike Illinois or Chicago, is we have the entire state, we have no toll roads anywhere. You can go north, south, east, and west and not hit one toll road.
That's amazing.
Good Lord, I drove to Illinois when we went to Chicago, and it was like every 5 miles they were shaking me for money. It's like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
That's amazing.
Plus, we have no state tax here either, so that's kind of nice.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
zeros. I mean, we do have like a 9% sales tax, so we get all the money from the tourists. But yeah, there's no state tax.
Hmm.
Best place is Vegas. Really? I've been to Vegas a few times. I mean, I like visiting. I don't know if I'd like to live there.
Out of the country, yeah, I prefer to move out of. Actually, if you were to ask me, I don't want to live in the United States. Let's just be honest. But if I was to be locked in somewhere, I guess I had to figure that out. But if it was me, hey, shoot, I don't know yet. Still trying to figure that out, but it'd be somewhere, not just somewhere. Yeah.
So someone's asking if I like country music living in Nashville. I mean, I don't mind country music. I can usually take a few songs. It's funny about music. Like, I can only listen to a type of music for like, I don't know, maybe a half an hour, and then I get to switch. You know what I mean? Like jazz. Well, jazz I can't listen that long. I make a couple songs and I'm done. But
Yeah.
country music's kind of the same way. I'll listen to like 4 or 5 songs. I'll make okay, I'm done with that, and I'll go on to something else, rock or something. But believe it or not, Nashville, I mean, it's kind of known for its country music, but we have a lot of like when we have concerts and stuff, there's a lot of like regular pop, rock. We got all kinds of stuff. It's not just country anymore.
Yeah. So guys, I need everybody here to make sure you subscribe and like this video. I do have to get off in a bit, but I need everybody here to go ahead and like and subscribe. We're not going to be live on YouTube, but we will be live in the community. It's more intimate, very, very intimate. But if you guys want to be a part of it, you definitely can. Just make sure you tap into tradewithsolo.com And yeah, and then I'll keep you guys updated on everything else. I do have the free Discord down below as well, so you guys can tune into that too. But other than that, man, I'm about to sign out. Mike, I'll probably see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you one of these
Sounds
days.
good. Hopefully everyone's profitable today.
Yes, sir. And I'm still in the US30 trade, by the way, guys. Still in there. But
Nice.
yes, I'll keep everybody posted, and I'll see y'all soon. Everybody else, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
All right, we'll see you.